What's up, YouTube? And welcome to Frymun to Sunday, whatever day it is. It's all a blur on this April, March, December, October, something like that. 2021, at least that's what I know. That's one thing, the year. So here I am back again with another video to kind of document again trades over the last 2 days. I don't know if you've checked out my last video, but it didn't take long for me to kind of go against what I had said on video and take another trade on the 7th, or was it the 6th? On the 6th. As I said that I had won a trade or a couple of trades that day. I wasn't going to trade again. Went through my strategy and I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to actually trade this. So let's bring up the trading history here for USD. Where are we? 06 14, so that's those. Shoot. Oh, here we are. Yeah, so it was on the 17th. So here we go. On the 17th, I thought, you know what? Okay. This was about the time, what was that? 12 o'clock, like noon-ish on the 7th. And I thought, okay, I'm not going to bother trading. I'd won up on the day, and I should have stopped. Again, my mentor at Wix Don't Lie, Raja Banks. Again, check him out. Check out his live streams daily at Wix Don't Lie on YouTube. Shout out to that guy. He's definitely one of the best that I have come across so far. So anyhow, he would have said, you're up on the day, just stop. And of course, I checked back. I closed down the charts, opened them back up. Thought, hey, it's going in my favor. It's going in the direction of my trade. Why not? Or going in a direction. So again, my strategy is at the 11:45 at noon candle at that close. I keep an eye on the high and the low. Once the highs and lows are broken, I'll take a trade. You'll notice here, kind of, there's not really much of a wick, so I thought, you know what, forget it. I'm not going to bother taking a trade as this was breaking. And I said I'm not going to trade. That is, this whole like no wick on the top was something that I picked up from Raja Banks and Wicks Don't Lie. So I said, you know what, chances are it's going to end up being a sell trade. I'll just paper trade it and watch it. Close down the charts. What does that work out to be? About an hour or two later, far too long. Afterwards, I opened up the charts again to see where things were and saw that it was going in, the sell direction that I thought it was going to go. I thought I'll jump in. I ended up hitting stop loss. Did I drop out a couple times? I may have cut losses short. So typically I'll try to push 15, at most 20 pips above or below this 11:45 candle. Again, the ratio isn't good because I'll only try to get 10. So anyhow, at the high of 174 or 1741.36, so this would have been what, 742.50. so if I had set it at 15 pips, I should have been fine, but I started getting worried as it was in that big of a drawdown. As you can see, this is where I entered. Below this is where I entered, stopped out here. If I had held on, it would have gone my way and not stopped me out if I followed my rules. But I stopped out there, and then I picked up again a couple more trades, or another trade here to try and make that one up. And I did ish. Ended up down on the day. Not great, not smart. I should have known better. But again, had I stayed in it, had I stuck with my strategy, it would have played out. Ultimately, I should not have taken the trades. On to the 8th. We have another gold. Where are we at? The 8th. We got a gold buy. Gold buy here. So it was quick. Another quick one again on gold. It had broken some highs. There was, some up and down here. It broke this tip. I had laid out this 1750 mark as a target. It was on its way, and I thought, again, because I still get scared, I drop short and close pretty early. Or I closed early and didn't leave runners. I'd rather secure all of it. But I did end up getting 11 pips. 10.9 pips out of that. Then again, so the next trade was GBP JBY. Go to that. Are these? Go to 30 minutes just to find it. Here we are. So on this, so for this one, again, had marked out this support area, 151.55 ish, 152 as you can see. So I was watching and waiting for this to obviously break. And at the time that I took it, which was 10 after 7 ish in the morning, it started to break, and I've been noticing, that there is some pretty high volume. And again, as you can see down here, 150 is another area of support or resistance, likely support, that I had marked out as a target. Freaked out, got scared, and ended up selling from 1530. That makes sense. 15. No, that doesn't make sense. Did I have another trade? Did. This. Oh, that's from the 7th. I'm sorry. So here is where I ended up taking this trade, and potentially ended up getting lucky. So 50.37, 150.37 is where it looks like I ended up taking it. Again, kind of comes up, dipped down, broke this resistance area of resistance. I probably should have waited for this to close. I likely wouldn't have taken this trade right away, or I would have lost some pips because I would have waited for this low to be broken. However, it ended up working out in my favor. So I took out some pips. As you can see, I closed this half of it, and a 100th of a pip here, and then it started to retrace back, close the rest of it. Again, winning trade, not too bad. I had moved at this point. I think it had come down here, and I'd moved to a little over break even on this trade. So I would have been up regardless, but this way, having stopped it here, I ended up with a little bit more profit. And then the last trade yesterday was my strategy, and that was here. So as you can see, kind of did a full bull run up, kind of a bear pullback, And based on my strat, you know, trying to correct the recent trend, which was the bear down. This one broke the high, got in as soon as I could. Was at 12:07, and then almost 10 minutes later got out, up again just shy of 10 pips. So wasn't getting much more. As you can see, didn't get much more than the 10, but again, got my 10, got out, and was happy with it. End the week on a very positive note. Not only did I finish it up on the week itself, I am at my highest level, at 10% up on the account. So I've got to say that so far things are looking good. Having only taken, except for the 6th where I jumped into a couple more, I should be up a little bit more. However, that's fine. I'm gonna have to learn from that, and again, just try and be a little more disciplined with my trading. But yeah, so far so good. Gonna try and keep this momentum going. It's nice to see these blues. I did have a big red up here, as I let that one run a little too long, because that worked out to be price 37. Yeah, that was way too much, 40 pips. So that was a bit much. Definitely way outside of my strategy that I'm trying to test and implement and see if it's gonna do well for me. But overall for the week, up to my highest balance, so can't complain too much. That being said, I will end the video here. Be sure to check me out on Twitch, Shatgamer80. I try to stream every once in a while. Follow me on there. Subscribe here if you like. Hit that like button. It'll help me out. It might help out others as I kind of develop and flush out this this strategy and see if I can incrementally make it better than it is. So like this again, Fridays I don't trade it. As you can see, this might have been a bit of a, so again, it was kind of like a bull up, bit of a bear. Would I have taken in that buy or waited for this? Because having waited for this, had I waited for this, 10, 13, 18 pips there. But it is also 10 bars a couple hours after. So I don't know if I would have held on or waited long enough for this to work itself out. So anyhow, I will figure some more things out regarding that strategy, regarding how long I should be waiting for something to develop, and kind of checking the candles beforehand as well, because this is a little tricky, as it's not as easy as this where it's like down 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 and then it's starting to come up. This is kind of like a hiccup. So was this just part of like the uptrend? I'll have to kind of figure something like this out as I go on. So yes, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and follow me on Twitch, Shatgamer80. Thank you so much for your time. Lots of love. Stay healthy. Stay safe. I'm out.